Hey guys, welcome to the 4CV1BB tournament. This is the Fleet Brazil versus TNF game in the quarterfinals. I'm referring from the point of view of Fleet Brazil. Currently, the ships are, so we can go through the ship listings on the team. Brazil is using an Essex, a Graf Zeppelin 2, a Joffre, an Ark Royal, and an Italian BB3, the Kyle Dulio 1915, I think. TNF is using an Essex, also Graf Zeppelin 2, a Joffre, an Ark Royal. However, their battleship is an Nagato. So we'll just see how this game pans out. The winner of this game obviously goes to the semi-finals, and they would play the winner between the Banff and BAM game. So let's see. Both BBs moving ahead. Some fire cover. Bombers get intercepted. Yep. So basically starting fire cover over the Brazil fleet BB. You can see TNF staying as a tight group at the moment. So the Brazil BB is moving that way from his own CE cover. I think he may be more vulnerable, whereas the Nagatos will keep close by the TNF guys. So here comes some French dive bombers. I think they're getting intercepted, however, so I would be surprised if they actually made it. Oh. Yep, miss. One hit, so fair enough. This seems to be all the focus of the fires planes right now on the Brazil side. Oh, there's some secret bombers down the south. So they're both loading bombers going for each other. I think TNF is very bomber heavy. Perhaps the goal is being nuking the opposing team's battleship so that your own battleship, Nagato for TNF, can push in and get the attack. So there we have another set of bombers lifting off French ones. BBs are having a little duel, I think. And this is just me being failed as a ref because I forgot to start the clock timer. Anyway, oh, nice hit there by the Brazil BB, and here comes the German dive bombers. Flipped out to yellow, so most of those missed. The torpedo bombers missed because two bomb waves are spawning onto them. Second set of TPs, they hit. So that's interesting. So they're really laying into the battleship there now. Where's those French dive bombers that were launched earlier? They could make quite a big difference here if they get in unopposed, especially if they come in from the south. But at the moment he's well protected because all the green wing fighters are Fleet Brazil ones. Oh, there they are. Those are the French dive bombers now. Are they going to get picked up by the fighters? Yeah, they're going to get picked off, so fair enough. The TNF is really trying to bomb heavy here, so Brazil needs to really be on their game. If they kill off enough of the bombers, then you know the game's. Oh wow, it's actually in the yellow. So it's worse off than I think. Alright, so the Nagato is actually pushing in. You could totally lay into him here. So yeah, the TNF is the advantage definitely on the TNF side. The bombing has obviously paid off. They've gotten through the fire screens. So now the Nagato just needs to push in and get the killing hits on the Kyle Dulio, and then it'll be a TNF easy win. So as we're watching the Nagato here, the Brazil BB totally knows what's happening and he's trying to do some defensive laying shots. I'm curious if the Nagato's going to come. Oh, nearly a hit. So what's the Brazil CV's going to do? They're going to back him up. Oh, he's getting some clips in. Oh, he's critical red now. This is going to be the thing is, can he see him though? I'm not sure if. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, there's a scout. You can definitely see the guy. The scout's staying alive. So isn't the Nagato just going in and get the kill? He's just playing smart. I wonder what the range difference is between those movies. You can still see him in his friendly fighters over crippled BB. There's a possibly some bomber to the top there. So what's the Nagato doing? He's a little bit wounded. Tell by the smoke, there's a return shot. Nothing. Oh, that's bad. But the repairs have started though for the Brazil BB, but he still can't see him because the other BB's in the dark. Oh, he's got a couple of clip hits here. That gal's got to be in range. Right, so 2 hits, he's got to finish him off. Oh, look at that, it's a return salvo, blimey! Wow, so the Nagato's crippled. Oh, what are those? Are those dive bombers? Oh yes, those are. Oh, Brazil is going to finish off the BBs. It's going to be 1-1 at this rate. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It's 1-1, both teams. Huh. Okay, this is the game's a bit. Right, well, let's see what happens here. TNF is bomber heavy, but you'd have to favour the extra fighters from the Brazil side. So this is going to be interesting. We got some more tier 3 UK fighters going from the Arc. Just checking the time limits. There's 9 minutes to go in this game. Well, as the rules state, the expert branding is getting in a little bit way, but the CVs are stuck in tiles, columns A, B, C, and H, I, J, so they can't actually go next to each other as a sort of, I should say, CV war with guns. Oh, hello, those are some French dive bombers trying to sneak in around the north. And then it's good by Brazil, they counter-bombed the Essex, so that's extra attack. Because if this stays as a draw 1-all, then what happens is that whoever has the most attack wins. So getting in those bombing hits, even though you might not necessarily get the kill for the points, you get team attack, and therefore it's up. That's added up. He's trying to circle his dive bombers so that he doesn't get picked off if there's French bombers in the north, but it's only a matter of time. Picked off maybe by a second or something. The fighter camping them in the north, and you have to worry about the fighter camping because you just keep firing everything up on that field, so there's no return. French dive bombers get picked off. So that was that. Oh, those are some German dive bombers in the south though. Totally unopposed. They're going to go for the Graf 72 on the Brazil side, and they hit. So that's more team attack for TNF. Seeing that they're going to get picked off though, because the keys to keep your bombers alive in a long game like this. Because now it's going to come down to plane management and who's got offensive capability. And I guess down to team attack unless they can pick off the keys. There's a 5-minute and a 1-minute call out to the rest when the chat is in the ref chat. Well, it seems like most of the air fighting is actually going on over TNF side. You see how Brazil has sort of air dominance all over TNF, so that is the question: is TNF limited just really to 1 or maybe 1.5 fighter boring on their own schemes, which means they're mostly bombers? If that's the case, with all the efforts at killing the BB in the beginning of the game against Brazil, mean that they're low on planes, and if they're fighter capped, they obviously can't load bombers or to launch them off because that'd just be a waste, so they're just going to wait for them to fall in the water. Ha. Well, at that stage, now there's probably about, let's say, 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes left, from what was said in the chat. So you could try and lead the enemy dry and then go for a win. Those would be some bombers or something. So they're still fighting capped. More or less. Alright, so we know they've got some dive bombers coming in on against the Arc Royal, which could be this group here. But again, it seems Brazil has the complete dominance at the moment because all the fighting is happening over the TNF side. Those are Tier 1 German torpedo bombers? Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. Those are 2 German dive bombers. I don't know if they've actually bombed yet, but just flying around for sight now, they're going to get picked off in seconds. There's some German fighters slightly above them. So I mean, both teams. Ooh, there's a dive bomber we just noticed in the Arc Royal, I think. Those planes are now getting picked off. But the fact is the damage is done, so as far as attack goes, I definitely think Brazil's in the lead. Here comes another French dive bombers against the French. Gonna get a hit here. total miss. Nice dodge. That, by the way, if you're wondering what that spray is, that's the future French CV spray. It's technically the draw for the CV4, so I wouldn't freak out about it. Oh, he's launching German Tier 2 bombers into fighters. I guess he figured he'd want to just take them off and maybe load fighters instead. Seems a bit wasteful with planes. So yeah, essentially, both teams are not trying to get as close as they can to each other. They're both staying relatively far away, one north, one south. So we've got some long flight distances, but they typically know what each other is, and both teams are obviously opting to stay together as a group of four because it's easier to protect rather than one flying off and doing his own little thing. Maybe bombing the time you're picked or detected. There's a slight flaw in the game mechanics as well now. Oh, that's interesting. The French CVs launched, or the TNF side has launched dive bombers into an opposing wave of fighters and decided not to recall them to save the planes. He's going to continue flying away now. So what the Brazil guys done is just dragged away from the TNF fighters and picked them all off. It's all about plane management in this, especially CV4, so that was interesting. Although then again, you can see they're still coming along now in the north, so I guess it comes down to how much fuel the Brazil TNF fighters have to stop them. The Brazil one's picking them off now a bit again. I reckon from the water there. So. Oh, and here we got some more bombers on the south. They hit, so it's more attack now for Team Brazil, so it's even more going in their favour. You can just tell by how all the fighting is just all over the TNF side, so they're just being swamped. Can this last forever? Well, that's debatable because the game is only 15 minutes long, so even if the Brazil team is losing planes at equal rate, they're more or less safe because they're dominating the battlefield with the fighters on the TNF side. Oh, hang on a minute. That Essex is really close to the north border. The problem in Navyfield 1, this map, is that although it prevents ships from sailing off the border and therefore also makes it easier for planes to bomb ships on the north border, they changed the retreat zone limit on the north. So if you go too far to the north, even though it's no way out, you can actually physically retreat. And so, yeah, he's retreated, so there you go. And unfortunately, the rules are very clear that if you lose a player, regardless if it's crash, disconnect, or retreat by accident, or attack, it doesn't matter how you lose the player, if it's 30 seconds has gone by, the points value of that ship is going to be assigned to the other team. So here, even though it's 1-1, and Brazil was like totally in the lead with team attack, because it was so obvious, now they've lost the CV, the favour swung amazingly into TNF's favour. So now Brazil has to bomb. They have to get over there and they need to sink another ship so they can tie the game for 4-4. And if they can sink another ship, they'll definitely be in the lead with team attack because obviously TNF didn't kill that Essex, so therefore they'll be down on team attack. Yeah, well they only have about, I'd say, 2.5, maybe 3 minutes to pull this off on the time left. So it's just goes to show how lucky you can get. I mean, that wasn't a crash or anything, that was just going too far to the north. Although, to be fair, the north border thing should probably be bumped up a bit, so you can't retreat at the map, especially since there's no way out. There you go, 1 minute left. So it's do or die, I guess. But the problem is the time it takes to load bombers and fly them across the map. It's highly unlikely that you can do anything in the 1 minute left. You have to kind of really do this on the 2 or 3 minute marker. So this looks like it's going to be a win for TNF. Oh, look, so we got some French dive bombers. Can he get a kill? I don't know if he can get down with STCV here. And oh, they all missed anyway. So that was kind of like a desperate bombing attack. I reckon that's going to be time over now. So TNF is going to win this. They're going to win with a score of 4-1 point-wise, and they're trying to play the winner of the BAM versus BAP game. So that'll be interesting to see in the semi-finals. TNF doing a lot better than we thought they would in the beginning of the tournament. They're getting through the group stages. And in this game, they definitely lucked out. I mean, it was theirs to win, I mean, because they totally bombed out the enemy BB, but when the Nagato came in, he kind of messed it up, because, you know, a crippled BB, they should have killed it off. Maybe the Nagato shouldn't have moved in. You should have waited till his bombers killed. There he goes, game's up, TNF wins for confirmed. But maybe the Nagato should have just waited for his own CVs to bomb, you know, the Cal Duilio, and then left it there, you know. But anyway, that's how it was, so I'll look forward to seeing you in the next match. Cheers, guys.